I'm here with Ron Hill, who's had some issues with a sign that is on his property. Ron, can you explain that to our viewership, please?
The sign in question says, "Don't California our Cody." Now, I own the land that the sign sits on and lease it out to a private or to a business that is responsible for it, that then advertise their availability. And so I have nothing too much to say about what signs go on there, even though I support this one.
So that particular sign, have you had it? How long have you had it on your property?
I would say it was probably March of this year.
And can you tell me the origins of that sign, where it came from, who's behind it, etc.?
It's my understanding, and it says on the sign Blackwater, and the fellow that owns Blackwater is Eric Prince. And I checked with the sign guy that put it up, and he paid for a month in advance for that sign, Eric Prince of Blackwater.
And isn't Blackwater a military entity?
My understanding is that it's almost an army of mercenaries that offer security for people who require it worldwide, and it's a big operation.
So that sign is non-obtrusive, of course, on your property. Would you agree to that?
Oh yes, I know. I support it.
So, have you had any situations recently or in the past where you've been told that that sign needs to come down?
Probably 3 or 4 months ago, the mayor called my daughter, who is manager of our company, and asked her to ask me to take the sign down. And I just laughed at him. I said, no, I wasn't interested in it, that I was all for it.
So why is the mayor of Cody, by the way, can you give me the name of the mayor?
The mayor is Matt Hall, and he says that he's had 6 negative comments on it, and that he would like to, not be involved with it. And I told him just to, forget about it.
So Matt Hall, the mayor, tells you that he doesn't want to be involved with it, but yet he asks you to take down the sign. Is that correct?
Yes, and he's going to put it today in front of the Cody Country Chamber of Commerce about the necessity of taking it down, because it's going to affect tourism and bad publicity for Cody, Wyoming.
So let's go back to what the mayor said. At one point he tells you he doesn't want to have any involvement with it, but on the other hand he then tells you why he doesn't want it there. So isn't he double talking like most viper snakes do?
Well, yeah, I would have to agree with that statement.
Okay. Matt, he is not a Wyomingite, is he?
He moved to Cody. He came to Cody. He's from California. He came here when he was 3 years old.
Okay, so he's lived here?
Yes, he's been here ever since. Yes.
Okay. So tell me what else in regards to that sign that you think that it should be here, or that the public should see it. You don't see anything negative about the sign, do you?
Absolutely not. I've been a real estate broker and developer in Cody since 1974, and I've seen and have worked with a lot of people from California, and I have no issues with people from California except one thing: when they come in and want to change us and says, well, this is the way we do it in California, that just is not acceptable to me. I mean, I've seen a change in the attitude of people from California coming in here, and now they're coming here to get away from the influence of or the politics of California. And so it has changed over the years.
Okay, so the next thing I wanted to ask you is that let's go back to the mayor. Why is a mayor trying to have authority and trying to tear down have a sign taken down? Does he have the legal authority to do that?
Oh, no, no, no. And I fully believe in property rights, and that's where I come in. It's my property, and I have the right to do with it whatever I want as far as I'm concerned. And also, I think it approaches the freedom of speech amendment about when someone has an opinion or wants to put something out there. I want to support that.
So, in your opinion, Mr. Hill, do you feel that the mayor is treading on some legal issues that may affect the city?
Well, I'm not an attorney, so I don't have much of an opinion. But I think he's entirely wrong, and about even broaching the subject and bringing it up to the chamber and things like that. It just is not the right thing to do as the mayor. He shouldn't be representing. He said he had 6 telephone calls or 6 negative comments on it. I've probably had, and I haven't kept track of it, but over 100 attaboys. People that like the sign, people that support the sign, people that say, Ron, that's a good sign. They want more information on it. Some of my friends and people I associate with think we ought to put a 40-foot by 20-foot sign up that says the same thing, and then put lights around it so it's more visible.
So, would you classify the mayor, Mr. Hill, would you classify him as a liberal activist that is pushing an agenda to squash the conservative stronghold here in Cody?
I would agree with that 100%.
Again, let's go back to the fact that the mayor made the comment to you that he didn't want anything to do with it, but yet out of the other corner, or out of the other side of his mouth, he is pushing to get you to take that sign down using any means possible. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, correct.
What would you like to tell the mayor?
You can't print it.
What would you like to tell the mayor, Mr. Hill?
To mind his own business and leave me alone.
What would you like to tell the public that sees this video?
If they have an issue with this, give me a call, and don't bother the mayor. He seems to want to be a part of this, but I would rather have people, if they are not happy with it, call me, and we'll discuss property rights and freedom of speech.
There's a rumor in town, according to our sources, that the mayor may not be running for re-election. Can you verify that?
I haven't heard anything about that, but I hope it's a correct statement.
Do you think that if he did run for mayor, that there would be a pretty good pushback this time?
The biggest problem I see with people running for mayor that nobody does it. He just kind of gets it, So I mean, it's not a big deal here as far as I can see.
Have you ever thought about running for mayor yourself, Mr. Hill?
No, because I'm too opinionated, and I would probably not, make people happy.
Regarding that meeting that's taking place today, where's that meeting taking place?
It's my understanding that it's a Chamber of Commerce board meeting being held at the Irma Hotel in the governor's room at 11:30 today.
And are you a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
Yes.
And so, Mr. Hill, why are you not there?
I already had another commitment for luncheon with some people that I didn't want to, miss.
Good enough. Thank you for talking to the Wyoming News.